Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to take a look at the PI3K AKT mTOR pathway. This is one of the most important pathways inside cells because it's involved in, for example, cancer, in muscle development, muscle development, in neurodegenerative diseases. So it's one of the most important pathways, and it's involved in the regulation of many genes because it's a key in determining cell growth versus cell death. So it's a master of cell cycle regulation and cell proliferation and apoptosis or senescence. So as you can see, the mTOR is here, and mTOR is mammalian target of rapamycin. So mammalian target of rapamycin or mechanistic target of rapamycin. So mechanistic or mammalian, it's quite clear. It's a mechanism or a mammal. Target of rapamycin. What's rapamycin? Rapamycin is a molecule derived from some type of bacteria. I think there are bacteria like streptomyces or actinomyces, something in between bacteria and fungi. And it's a complex molecule, but it's an inhibitor of the mTOR complex. And as I said, mTOR is a complex. So in general, we refer to mTOR as the mTOR C1. So mTOR complex 1. And well, this is important. Yes, I don't know, there are other complexes containing mTOR, but so we have the mTOR proteins and other accessory proteins outside, including various type of proteins that I will not discuss in this video. Now, the mTOR pathway is regulated by different other proteins, but in this case we're gonna look at the proteins regulated, the mechanism of regulation with PI3K, AKT, and receptor tyrosine kinase. Because remember that, as I said, mTOR is like the center of many biological pathways. And for example, glucose can be sensed by mTOR, but via the AS, AMPK. So AMPK can regulate the activity of mTOR, and GPCRs that sends insulin and glucose, I think GLUT4, for example, can have an activity on mTOR. But here we are talking about receptor tyrosine kinases. And as I said in my videos about receptor tyrosine kinase, receptor tyrosine kinase are receptors mainly for ligands. Here we can see the ligands, but these are growth factors, GFs. Let's read. Oh no, GFs. Okay, and so the mTOR is a growth. So when mTOR is activated, it's a protein kinase, and when mTOR is activated, we have cell cycle promotion, cell division, etc., etc. So this is due to the transcription of various proteins, including cyclins and CDKs. Now, in particular, I think that there is cyclin A involved in this. So G2, for example, cyclin A is involved here. So in the G2 to S transition. But yes, there are many cyclin, no, S to G2 transition. But what we have in this case is we have receptor tyrosine kinase, and receptor tyrosine kinase, once activated, activates PI3K, which is phosphatidylinosytol 3 kinase, because in the membrane we have PIP2, and so PIP2 can be phosphorylated by PI3K. So here we have PI3K, PI3K, and PI3K phosphorylates this PIP2 into PIP3. Okay, and this PIP3, we can see, well, no, there is not PIP3 in the image, but PIP3 activates AKT. AKT is another really important protein, but I won't discuss it in this video. And then AKT activates mTOR, and mTOR goes into the nucleus. I don't know if it goes into the nucleus, but activates different transcription factors, including one that we saw in the videos on GPCRs, CREB, cyclic AMP response element or something like that, because also CREB is involved in cell division and cell regulation. So, and the downstream effects are cell proliferation, angiogenesis, cell cycle regulation, cell invasion, metastasis. It depends, cell invasion and metastasis, because in this picture there are many other pathways involving RTKs, such as rapamycin, the MAP kinase pathway, and the JAK-STAT pathway. So it depends, but in general, mTOR, as I said, is involved in cell proliferation. For example, muscular hypertrophy is derived by mTOR. So yeah, it's really important also for bodybuilders. One thing that I want to mention is that amino acids are potent activators of mTOR. So mTOR senses nutrients, as I said. For example, leucine is one of the branch chain amino acids, especially activate mTOR. And so here we have BCAAs. You may have heard of BCAAs. And in particular, one of the BCAAs is leucine. So leucine can activate mTOR. Leucine. Now, here we have PI3 kinase that activates PIP2 into PIP3, and then PIP3 activates AKT. But we need to have a mechanism that represses this growth pathway. And this repression is carried by P10. So P10 transforms PIP3 into PIP2. And by doing so, it inhibits AKT. Okay? And so we have feedback regulation of the mTOR, PI3K, AKT, mTOR pathway. So this is the general overview about this pathway. It's quite simple. We have RTK, PI3K, AKT, mTOR, and then gene activation. If you want to learn more about mTOR and its role, please let me know it in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for other biology content. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.